This one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Check out. 90. Check 3. 11 feet. Check. On.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Monday. Ready?
They'll fake the handoff. Now Luck. Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
And he's got this down to the 35. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. On 2nd and 7. Foles. He'll find O'Shaughnessy open left side. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Here's Foles. And this is caught by Lee. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Jags have taken the early lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And it's now a 7-0 game. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Going up top. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe you want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive.
Coming to you. Motion. 11 feet. 47 Mike. 47.
From the gun on 3rd down, Luck into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Michigan man, Jake Ryan. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. They keep it with Fournette on first down. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up first and goal. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
A loss of 2 there, second down. They'll try again on second and goal after going backwards to the 12. Foles. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That catch good for 8, but still, it's third and goal now.
On the ball! On the ball! On the ball! On the ball! It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a...
Here's Fournette. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. A 4-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. Able to punch it in on third down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a fourth down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Colts take over first and 10.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Give the sack there to Jake Ryan.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Now this is Hilton on the receiving end. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here.
47 Mike, 47 Mike. Mike, cross. They're running it. 47's the Mike, 47's the Mike. Hey, Zoo. 47's the Mike, 47's the Mike. Mike's 45.
From the gun, here's Lott. And he's got Rodgers. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Complete to Chester Rogers. First and goal at the 2-yard line.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Looking to run with Mack. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
Right now, no questioning the toughness of this Jaguar defense. This is third and goal. They'll try to run with Hines. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Nyheim Hines taking it in. And the Colts have got it back to a 1-score game. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point. And it's now 13-7. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a 1-score, 6-point game. This is fielded a couple yards deep.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Flush to his right. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down. Well, prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now Foles. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. And he's taken down inside the 30. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville at a 1st down.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
No gain on the dump off at 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. That 2nd down run a big help as 7 yards leaves them with just a 3rd and 3 now.
Well, there's an example of patience being rewarded. Ran the ball on 1st down and got stuffed. Most people would scream, throw the ball here in this situation. They stayed with their roots, stayed with running the football, and they got rewarded.
And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
Long. This one complete to Devin Funchess. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Come on. Fofo's the Mike. Mike's Fofo. Hey, watch the slam.
Out of the gun, Luck. Caught left side by Hilton. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. From the red zone now, Luck. And Luck will be intercepted for a third time. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they'll throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. That'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll be 3rd and 10.
It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's 3rd down.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business, he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. You think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead, not so fast. That pick six really changes the complexion, probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now, probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they can get their focus back.
Vinatieri now for the point after. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT, and the lead is down to 2.
Jaguars 16, Colts 14. With Roberto Sanchez set to kick off.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback. 53's the mic. 53. Check 53. Let's go, tight end. Let's go.
After the pick six, they go right back to the air. Completes it to Lee. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch.
And he'll be brought down by the Colts. The sack by Marcus Hunt.
And that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
53's mic. Check 53.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This one complete over the middle to O'Shaughnessy. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, the big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get into that big frame and hope he could scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. Chester Rogers deep for Indianapolis. 13 seconds, the time remaining in the half as they come up on first down.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And an alley to run. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Love. Complete to Hilton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
11. Can't believe they even let you play. 44's the mic. 44's the mic. I got one.
The final shot before the break. Lock. Over the middle here, it's Hilton. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. We now proceed to the start of the second half. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Tonight, 180. What we got?
Second half beginning with a run from Fournette. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. The Colts on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
7's the mic. 7's the mic. Set the tone, defense.
Hey, I-7.
40.
Here's Locke. Over the middle, Rodgers has it. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. How about 25 yards on third down? They'll take it.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Luck on first down. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Colts have taken the lead.
And that's exactly what you're supposed to do with good field position. You make the other side pay when you don't have far to go for the score.
Vinatieri connecting on the extra point. And the lead is up to 5. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Being chased out left. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. They're going to look to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Foles. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up in that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And, oh, look at that, a diving catch. A gain of 13, it's a first down.
Hey, did you have one of those backyards that you had one of those, like, mats or pits like you have for high jumpers? And, you know, you had your friends throw the ball and you tried to make the spectacular catches?
I didn't need a mat.
you just did it with the ground?
Absolutely.
That explains your toughness. That explains your toughness right there, because I think that guy was raised just like you. What a catch.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They'll get 13 yards for the second play in a row. Foles now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, box drop.
He'll look to throw. Open out on the left side. This is Cole. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. On first down, it's Blue. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It was Justin Houston who got him down.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Let's go.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Hey, check. 47's the mic, boys, 47.
After the interception, it's Long. This goes out right to Doyle. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
27 Mike, 20.
On first down, Mack. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Luck. DJ Hayden right there on the coverage.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Orbit.
Mike's 47. Mike's 47.
From the gun, here's Lott. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Josh Allen coming in to drop him for a loss of 8. And it also brings up 4th. Back now in Indianapolis. It's Jaguar football, but a little work to do for them. They trail here as we start the 4th. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 44. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Foles. And now here is another interception. Picked by Pierre Desir. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Oh, this is becoming tough to watch. I don't know that I've seen 3 pick sixes from the same quarterback in the same game.
And I know that many are going to scream at the coach about why did you let him stay out there to throw those. But truthfully, what are the odds that you're going to throw 3 pick sixes in a game? You want to leave him out there so they can work through some of the rough stuff.
Oh, twisting away. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. To throw on 2nd and 10. Foles. This throw over the middle taken in by Cole. 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. Keelan Cole, 77 yards. And the Jaguars get a score closer. And sometimes those slants, they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly.
And really, what gets set up there is how quickly everything happens. Ball's out of the hands of the passer in a hurry, and he just takes it and goes.
And he went all the way into the end zone. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that will get him one closer. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Luck and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at the 20. He's got it to Hilton. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Play action. It's Locke. And this one complete right side to Funchess. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down. Luck now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Locke escaping the pressure right. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. A.J. Boye with a pick. There he goes right side. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Hey, Delta.
Fresh off the pick six, it's Locke. That's complete to the running back, Nyheim Hines. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Locke. And his pass incomplete. He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look great from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
47's the mic. 47's the mic.
Five.
Throwing on 3rd down, Locke. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Josh Allen able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. They're going to go for it here on 4th. Luck in the offense is going to stay out there. Colts going on 4th. It's Locke. He's going to let this go end zone for Hilton. And no, it's incomplete. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Jags take over in terrific field position.
Check 53's mic. I'm going to run you over. Watch the safety crease. Great.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain, and it's 2nd down.
Let's go. 12.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Foles. He'll find O'Shaughnessy open left side. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Foles. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Cole. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Walker. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
Eluding the pressure right. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Hey, quick check. 47's the mic.
Hey, seam 6.
Luck gonna throw it. That's complete to Marlon Mack. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. The Colts on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
47's the mic, boy.
Hey, Echo.
Check, 47.
Luck. Middle of the field to the tight end, Doyle. Well, this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on him man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down of this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Fournette. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
So for those of little faith, guess what?